we had a bird bath out here. Our daughter Tanya bought her this great big one, and this thing wouldn't, to stay centered, you got these suction cups, but they wouldn't hold, so I got these strong little magnets to hold them in place. But anyway, the animals kept knocking it over. So this here is the pedestal. It's upside down. It was the other way around, and it was about a 16-inch diameter cement bowl, and animals kept knocking it down. The metal thing, they dented it to where it leaked, and I had to fix it with JB Weld 2 or 3 times. So my wife had taken this and dollied it around to the other side of the house, and walking back and forth, and I see it's got a round hole in the middle. So I said, we'll bring it back and we'll put it in the ground upside down to give a bigger base. And the idea was to have this guy sit on. Originally, these metal pieces were in on this line. I sat the base on here upside down, drew a line around it, and I had these that would keep it centered. And also I would rotor hammer with a 3/16 bit through these top holes. And then first thing to X is east. Everything has to be marked east. So when this came on there, and I rotor hammered it and then put the screws in, you can see it spalled it all out. So that ain't gonna work. So now I need something wood to connect to. So I needed a 2-inch. I couldn't just buy a dowel. I wanted a dowel would be, I'd have to sand it anyways. Plus I wanted treated wood. So I took a 4x4 and I cut it down to 2x2. And then I just kept cutting the corners off. This is a scrap. The 2x4, the 2x was here, you know. And then I just kept cutting it down to where it would become as round as I could get it. And then again, X and up. But like I had to keep going at it. See, it starts getting too tight this way. So I think maybe it's banana shaped. So I put a straight edge on it. And then I could see daylight, so I marked where it was high and high and high and high. There was only 2 places that it was straight all the way. So now I keep it up in the X east, and now it fits all the way down in there. Now I have to drill a hole in here. I was going to use a 5-inch diameter piece, but I said, no, I'll go 6 and then bevel it with a 45. And again, put the X east. And now this is flush anyway, you know, I got to keep everything flush. Now to get this onto this, I'm going to have to pre-drill a hole. And then a lag bolt. And this is going to screw down into there. So now this guy is sitting up high. So I have to, I got a flat paddle blade that's like this with 2 little tips on it, and they go around and cut a hole. I'll either have to buy an 1.25 inch or go find a 1 inch, because the 1 inch is as big as I got. So to go on top of this is going to be this piece. So now the nut's going to be sticking up. So on the bottom side of this, right in the center, I'll have to make a 1/2 inch deep, 5/8 round, 3/8 deep, and then so that this can go on top of it. be flush. And these screws here will screw into these 4 different places. So now this guy's going to be screwed onto the wood. I put the X east again. And this guy's going to be on there. And then this guy's going to be on there. You can see all the holes. And I got these. The X is east. My X east. And then this will screw to this, but we couldn't get this thing straight up and down. I had to find a 3-foot long pipe and cut it at an angle. That's what pounded down in with those boom, boom, piles. And we couldn't get it quite straight. So this guy here is going to end up having to have some shims in it in 2 places, because this thing is leaning this way. But when this thing is being built, it's going to be like this. This is going to be, I'll have to do it upside down. And I have to drill a hole through here to find that center, and then mark this hole, because this guy's got to go like this. So the first thing I'll have to do is lag bolt this to this, and then put this head of it in that pre-cut hole, and then this will be on there screwed together. So and then I'll pick it up like this. And then this guy will be here, always lining up the X's. And then so this guy's going to be lining up the X's. So, and this guy's here, but it'll all be screwed down from this side. This is going to go into that 2-inch, this 1.5 inch screws, because it's going into this 5/8, and these are going to be 2 inches because it's going all the way down into this guy. And when all's said and done, we'll have a big base for the big tube to sit on. And voila, it'll be level, and the birds love it. Thank you.